Shalom, shalom. Man, I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Man, today I'm here to talk to men and women about something that you will have to navigate on your journey with the Most High Yah. This is something you are going to experience, and today I'm going to tell you how to navigate it. When I first started off, I used to get into some of these conversations that were never ending and they never amounted to anything. And I would fall into these snares. And today I want to talk to you about, can you discern the angle of the wicked? It wasn't until I started asking the questions of, hey, I know I've seen this in the Bible before. Where exactly can I look? What tools can I use to find the answer? I don't mind answering questions like those. People will say, I've always heard people say that, but I've always wondered, is that word or is that actually in the Bible? I don't mind answering questions like those, but then there are the questions that come from the wicked. And these people are nothing more than agents of Hasatan, never once focused on living righteous, living set apart, not trying to learn it, but their main goal is to try to decrease your ruach, try to wear you out and waste your time. Okay, James chapter 1 verse 22 says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. So there's people out there that are trying to strengthen their walk, trying to correct their walk, and they have legitimate questions. And then you have these people that could care less about living righteous, living set apart, coming out from among them. And you know what kind of questions they ask? Oftentimes they will engage you because they see that you are peculiar. They see that you're doing something different. And because they have potentially conformed to these religions that don't tell you to live set apart, they want to ask, well, why are you doing that? And then they want to put these insertions in there of, well, we don't have to do that anymore. And then once you stand on business, book, chapter, and verse, you got to understand the righteous are coming from an angle of obedience. We're trying to obey the word of the Most High Yah. Like the book says, be ye doers of the word, not try to wear out the saints by asking questions that they know good and well is not in the book. Neither do they want to go back and do the research. Why don't they want to do the research? Because they have no intent. Their angle is not to live righteous. Their angle is to persecute you because you're doing what the book says and they are conforming to the ways of the world. Man, you get people that say, anytime you answer with a biblical answer and they have nowhere to go. Okay, man, how did why are you guarding? How come you don't want to you go to the grocery store like everybody else? Because the book says, build you houses and plant you gardens, live in them, eat out of them. You can show them book, chapter, and verse. And when you show them that and they don't have a response, then their next line of question will be, well, does the Bible say that we can have central AC in our house? And you'll be like, what the heck are they talking about? I'm telling you, leave them on red. You don't have to respond. See, you have to be wise enough to realize when these people want a reaction out of you. They want you to break frame. They want you to break character. They're hoping that they can ask you a whole line of stupid questions to try to get you angry enough so you sin. And I'm telling you to leave them on red. Well, I know that that's in the Bible, but does the Bible say verbatim that I can't have a boyfriend or verbatim that I can't have a girlfriend? Does the Bible say verbatim if the man is fine, I can't take him home and lay. Like, I'm telling you, there's a whole line of questioning that is unbiblical. And out of the 66 books that they have in their Bible, they ain't trying to live none of it. They ain't trying to learn none of it. They just want to ask you about stuff that's unbiblical. You know, does God permit us to drive cars? When you hit people with the hard truth and they don't have understanding, man, that's a sign right then and there. The Most High Yah's not dealing with them. Walk away. Walk away. Does the Bible mention using the microwave? Like, you're like, what in the world? This stuff will waste your time. You can get in one of these conversations and it's a back and forth, but you got to understand you're coming from two different angles. You're coming from an angle of obedience, what we should be doing that's actually in the word, and their goal is to try to cherry pick everything that they know good and well ain't in the book. Does the book say that we can't go to football games on Saturday specifically? Like, you'd be like, what the heck is these folks talking about? Does the Bible say that I can't go to the mall on the Sabbath? All of these different angles. And when you are very early in your walk, man, you'll fall into these snares. You'll fall into them, not realizing, man, that person then wasted 30, 45 minutes of my time going back and forth. These people aren't trying to get delivered. These people is not trying to live pleasing to the Most High Yah. Well, does the Bible say that I can't give my daughter plan B? Like, man, like get on somewhere. And I'm telling you, now it's like in this daytime and hour, it's becoming my sensitivity, like my discernment to be able to recognize, we're dealing with a religious airhead. We're dealing with somebody that's got a form of godliness, but denies the power of. We're dealing with somebody that potentially they do know studying of their own. They go listen to 45 minutes of their pastor, and their whole knowledge comes based upon what they have been told, but they haven't actually studied to show themselves approved. Man, just end the conversation. Hey, apologize for wasting your time. I thought this was gonna go somewhere righteous, but I can see you coming from a different angle, and walk off. Man, I used to get calls from people that were more interested in being right and proving their point than actually trying to live set apart. It was just that people know that I was spending my time studying the word, so they would call me and say, hey, man, I've been trying to tell this dude that this is what's actually in the book. And I got to one, not too long ago, I got to one of these points with a specific family member and said, man, if you are debating that this is right and they're wrong, why are you wasting your time with this if you're not willing to do it? Well, it ain't about that. And that was the last time we freaking talked. Getting these calls, late at night, sometimes, and it's just Hasatan sending these people, and it's subtle persecution, attacks of from the enemy, and you have to be able to discern it. Have to be able to. Does the Bible specifically say that the part of the pig that we can't eat? Does it say the bacon can't be thick cut? If we clean the chitlins, are they now biblically clean? You be like, man, this is some plumb foolishness. Leave these folk alone. Leave them alone. Leave them stuck on Once you realize that they are an airhead and their goal is not to please the Most High Yah, separate yourself. Separate yourself. Don't even give them access. Don't even give them the idea that they're going to be able to waste your time with that. Because a lot of these people want to play games, and they don't care about going against the Most High Yah because they stand for the world while playing as religious. They don't care nothing about that. And you have to stand on business in this day, time, and hour to make sure that you are maintaining your Ruach HaKodesh, because out of all these people that are walking around talking about they're on a spiritual journey and good energy and bad energy, all of this nonsense, what other power source is good other than the Ruach HaKodesh? What other spirit out there? And these people are coming in familiar Ruachs, like the book says. It's not similar Ruach, it's familiar. You once had a Ruach like that, but you were sanctified. So tonight, man, I wanted to just share this with you and let you know that, man, you have to keep your head on a swivel, because sometimes these little subtle attacks and distractions, Hasatan's going to send them however, any which way that you allow them. And it's up to you to say, you know what, man, let me roll this car window up. You can't even, you got some people, when you driving through a bad part of town, you don't roll your window all the way down. You can't even give them people an inch of talk through space. Just cut them off when they say something stupid like that. Part ways. Closer to y'all ministries, kicking it gun barrel straight out.